Option.
Select an email and click on home screen. Home, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, can you maximize the window? Okay. Below dashboard, you have various links like my user profile, my email employee profile. In that line, we have people link VMS. That's a new link which I have given to all the users. If you want to log into your VMS portal, all that you need to do is you have to just click on that people link VMS. Archie, can you click on that and show everyone? This was a new request from Kalpesh yesterday. I have it. Top, just before the clocks.
Oh, yeah.
It's an.
Yeah.
Oh, we can directly go from here.
Yeah, you can directly go from here.
Close it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can close it. Okay. Now. So here
Actually,
we have a report called Sales Open Rec.
Rajesh, this is Kalpesh.
Yes.
I have one request. If the end users are not going to speak, then keep their phone on the mute. That way we don't hear the other conversation.
Correct. I mean, there's no background disturbance.
Okay. Maybe it's your office background. Thank you.
Okay. Now, so on the recruiter's dashboard, I'm showing the resume additions done by your team members. Okay. Current week and current month resumes. And sales open recs. Okay. Don, Laurel, Kalpesh. I mean, we are listing all the requirements which are assigned, which have entered onto the system, which are on open status. Hold, cancel requirements and close requirements, all put together. Okay. Archie, can you click on sales and recruiting from your left menu? Yeah. Okay. Can you click on requirements? So this is where you're seeing your open requirements currently running with Metasense. Okay. On the top, you have a navigation here. Sales, requirements and open status. So as of now, Metasense has 24 open requirements currently running. Okay. So by default, filter is open status. Okay. If you want to see the complete requirements, or if you want to go on a time frame, or if you want to apply filters, you can just click on this arrow mark. All records will give you the complete requirements, and you have various filters to see the other requirements. Like if you want to see the cancel requirements or close requirements, created last month, creation levels, various filters are available. You can make use of these filters to get what you want. Am I clear?
Yep.
Yeah. Now, sales person post requirement on this application. Okay, they post the requirement here, and when a requirement is assigned to a recruiter, recruiter gets an email notification with the complete requirement information. Okay. So let us take an example of an analyst or probably any requirement you can pick up. Archie, can you pick up any requirement? And just give it a double click. See here, whenever you're opening any requirement, right, we are taking you to a requirement tool screen. Any requirement you open, the navigation would be on the requirement tool screen, where you can see the complete where you have this page we call requirement tool screen, where you have all the functionalities available here. So I can say a recruiter can do his most of this activity. I can say 90-95% of his day-to-day activity from this screen. Okay. Can you go to Submit tab? Next to internal submission, which is highlighted, you have in the Submit tab. Yeah, you can click on that.
Okay. Here
So
I
this
click
page,
on the requirement, but
yes,
then where I can see the whole requirement, do I have to go to Edit menu and then I can see the requirement?
I'm going to show you.
To see the
No, not required. Edit is to modify the information on the requirement. Modified
okay, so then
requirement.
how can see the requirement, like full requirement?
In the same line, you find requirement. You have submit, recruiters, and requirement. The line which is, like I'm referring to, is internal submission, where you on the page, actually, right hand side. Yeah, I'll have the controls. I'll show you. This is the requirement. Yeah. Can you click on this?
Okay.
Yeah. You can see the complete requirement here.
Okay.
Okay. Can you come back to Submit tab? Okay. Yeah. This page we call it as requirement tool screen. Okay. So Submit tab will be the focal point. It is the main point. Okay. And you will be seeing all the functionalities on this tab. Okay. So from right hand side, it is more of informative tabs. So when you hit on recruiters, can you hit on recruiters, Archie? Okay. You have two sections. Left box will be the total recruiters that will be listed. Right recruiters will be the assigned recruiters. So if you can see here, AJ, Archie, Chad, Kapish, and Kunal, these are the recruiters who are assigned with this requirement. Okay, right box will give you the information who are the recruiters who are currently working for this requirement. Got it?
Okay.
So next tab is requirement. As I've already told you, the complete requirement information can be seen from the requirement tab. Okay. Can you hit on log next to requirement? Yeah. All the actions, complete log is tracked in this logs tab. So when a requirement is added, when it is created, added, resume is added, when it is assigned. So all the actions are tracked in the log. Okay. Can you come to notes?
Here I have a question. This is that more like I added yesterday, which you can see it, resume added. How this action came here, shortlisted?
I'll show you that. I'll show you that also. Okay. Okay. Come to internal submission. Come to internal submission. Yes. Can you see here? The candidate got internally submitted to Michael Morgan.
Right.
Once you do the internal submission, it is nothing more than shortlisted. You have shortlisted the candidate. Okay. Can you come to notes section, Archie? The very last section. Yeah. So here you can see the notes which is assigned for a requirement, as well as if you want to add any notes or attach any file, you can actually do it from this tab. Okay. So again, come back to Submit tab, Archie. Yeah. So from Submit tab, left-hand side is more of actions. Okay, where you have information like once you do a submission, once Archie does an internal submission to Michael Morgan, the record moves from this page. I mean, the candidate gets updated in the internal submission tab. Okay, the flow would be like this. Internal submission, then from internal submission, record moves to the client submission. From client submissions, it will be a confirmation. During the process of internal submission or client submission, if you have scheduled any interviews, that gets updated in the interviews tab. Am I clear? Internal submission. From there, the record moves to client submission. Just go to internal submission. So from submit tab, you will be submitting to the candidate. The record moves to the internal submission. From here, salesperson picks up the profile. He does the submit to client. So submit to client option is only available to sales. That is nothing but Michael Morgan. Okay. When a candidate is submitted, the record moves from internal submission to client submission. Okay. From client submission, when the candidate gets confirmed, it moves on to confirmation. Okay. That is the flow. Okay.
Okay. So if I'm submitting resume here for any particular requirement to Mike Morgan, then I don't have to send a separate email to him, right?
Correct. Correct. Email gets notified to Michael Morgan. Email of all parties will be notified. Okay. Mike will get a submittal notification along with the resume, and the resume on the email, candidate info is sent to Michael Morgan. A copy is also sent to you, to Archie.
Hey, this is Michael.
Okay.
I've got a quick question. There is a particular format that we have to use in order to submit candidates to Sedgwick. Is there any way of configuring the way that email comes across? And I haven't seen, I don't know if people haven't submitted their candidates thus far, but I haven't got any emails from ConRep about submittals.
Yeah, that is what I wanted to check.
Oh,
because yesterday I submitted 3 candidates on the portal. So my question is to Mike that did you receive any notification for those candidates?
I have not.
Okay, one moment.
The first
Okay.
email.
One moment. Let me verify it. I see 3 submissions totally done to the sales person yesterday.
Rajesh, we can look at that issue later. I'm writing down those as these issues comes in.
Sure. I'll verify that. I see 3 emails been registered. I'll verify on that. I'm making a note of it. Okay. No. Okay. So let me explain you the functionalities on this page. Okay. So on the top section here, we have two functionalities here.
Is the Archie
email
the
option.
presenter, Rajesh?
Yes, Archie is the presenter. Yes, Archie is the presenter.
We don't see any movement on the screen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, actually
Archie,
that's
can you hit on the top?
Okay.
Archie, on the top,
Where?
on the fourth button, you find email. Below sales, yeah. Can you hit on this email? Just hit on that email. Yeah. So we have three different templates to broadcast your requirement. Mailing list is already in place. Okay, we have divided into three different lists, 1, 2, and 3, based on Kunal's request. So can you select send requirements to mailing list? It's an email template. Can you hit on that email template, Archie? The third one. Third one. Yeah. So when you hit on that, you have a predefined email format already in place, where it will give you the complete requirement information. Okay. So you have in list around 15,000 plus contacts where you can broadcast this requirement. Okay. Yeah, hit on the link.
Which link?
15,195 contacts are there.
Okay.
Okay, these are all the contacts where you are broadcasting. So this will be list 1. So flagging is already there. List 1, marking. Okay, can you close this, Archie? Yeah. So subject is automatically created by the system. Requirement for financial accounting position, requirement code number. If you want to edit any or do any changes, you can do it. It is editable. Okay, and this is the predefined template. So here is the complete requirement information. So can you scroll down? Okay. Below is the signature, Archie, whatever you have created on the system. So if you want to do any modifications on this email template, click on the edit content option. Okay, it will be in editable mode. You can do the changes, whatever you think, whatever you want to do. Okay, can you scroll towards your down?
Yeah, after that?
Yeah. So here's the complete information. On the top, you find an option called email. When you hit on email, it will be blasted. Don't hit on email. So don't hit on it. Okay. On the top, when you hit on email, it will be a flashing. You are flashing the requirements to all the 15,000 contacts. Okay. Similarly, you have another two lists. Can you hit on the template name? On the top, below email option, you find template name. Yeah, below email option. Yeah, you have list 2 and list 3. Very next, you can select the other two lists, and you have, yes, can you hit on that? You can navigate to the other template. So we have divided the contacts accordingly into 3 different lists. Okay.
I have questions.
And list 3, can you hit on list 3? Hit on list 3. Okay. Earlier we used to have list 1, 2, and 3. We have put everything into list 1 now, as of now. But you always have an option. If you want to put in list 2 and list 3 any of the contacts, we can make use of that. It's only a provision as of now. Okay. Can you close?
Rajesh, I have a question right here. If you hold on just a second, Archie.
Yeah, sure, Kalpesh.
Okay, so these are the predefined list as a company Metasense provided to the contract. So list 2 and 3 are
Correct.
open. But if you have individual recipient, if you want to email it from here, like 2 or 3 people you want to send it, that option is not here. Am I right?
Okay. Yes, but I can give you that option. I have to configure. I can give you that option.
Okay.
But every contact has to be added, Kalpesh. Every contact has to be added onto the application. Whoever
Contact has to be existed prior to sending it, correct?
Correct. You have to add every contact. So all the information has to be on contact. So you cannot add just like how you add it on your Outlook, right? Just simply type the email ID and then you send it. No, you have to add a contact to the list, then you can send it. So every information we are tracking it.
Okay.
Every data we are tracking it. Okay. Can you close this window? This is about mass mailing. Okay. So to add a new contact, see day in, day out, you're getting loads and loads of emails, various clients. So if you want to add the list, increase your mailing list contacts, you can do it from your Outlook. Can you minimize this window, Archie? I'll show you how to add it to the list. Okay. Select the email, new contact. Select an email you have a contact. You get emails from your vendors, right? Any email. Randomly select any one. Okay. Select an email. Okay. Let's say you have a requirement from IDC and you want to add this contact to a mailing list. So what you can do is click on Add to List button, which is next to Home button. It is going to open the Add Mailing List New template. Okay. Right hand side is the information about the recipient. So all the information from the candidate, okay, it's been copied onto the template. So name of the company, first name, last name, email ID, company information. Then point it to list 1. Just point it to list 1. Check the box list 1. You find it on the left side, middle of the page. Yes, and then save it. The contact is added to mailing list. So if you can just make a practice like adding at least 50. Yes, Archie.
Yeah, we can just save it here, right?
Yes, just save it. So you are adding to the 15 contact list. So the idea here is if you can at least add 15 to 20 contacts a day. So day in, day out, I mean, if you can make it a practice, it is going to take a couple of seconds to add a contact. So if you can add around 20 to 30 contacts a day, so over a period of time, you are increasing your mailing list. Okay?
Okay.
Am I clear? Got the functionality? Yeah, sure. You can close the window. You come back to the same screen. Okay. So just make it as a practice for all the users, and you can start adding the contacts and build your mailing list contacts. Now, you find web posting URL on the same line on the top. Can you hit on web posting URL? We have 2 links given. One is the link where you can post this link on different job boards. The very first link, web posting URL. You have a link, right? Copy the link and you can post it on various job sites like DICE, Monster, Career Builder. You can create a job requirement and you can provide that link for the job seeker. The job seeker clicks on that link, he can apply for this position. Or whenever a vendor or any recipient or any job seeker or any person wants to see the requirement and apply for this requirement, they can click on this link and they can submit their resume to this link. Can you hit on this link? Just hit on that link, Archie. Okay. It is nothing but add resume screen itself. What you see from your end, it is nothing but the add profile, add requirement screen. The same screen is also there for the job seeker or candidate. Okay, he can browse, fill in the information, and he can save the resume. The resume is added to a centralized database, tagged to the requirement. Okay, you can close this window actually. So you can put it on DICE, Monster, Career Builder. You can make available this link. Yes. You have any questions here? Okay. Next link is publish requirements link. This is a link which will give you the information about all the open requirements. So Archie, if you can notice, this where it is nothing but below your signature, click here for more options, more requirements. You have a link here on your signature, correct? It is nothing but the same link.
Can you
on your signature. Whenever you are sending or communicating with the client, right, Archie?
Yeah.
New page. Yeah, search for more open positions. Okay, it is nothing but the same link. It is navigating to that link.
Okay.
Okay, the same link is also available on your career page of your website. Career pages on your website. Same link on your website. That is the same link.
Okay.
So your mass mailing and the posting URL is done on the top. Okay, you can close the window actually. Okay. Next thing would be like a small description about the requirement where you see company's name, the job title, skills required, positions, bill rate, and salesperson. Okay. Now, next section is like searching. I highlighted. Just let me have the control, Archie.
Yeah.
This is a section which we call as profile search tool, the one which I've highlighted. Okay. Using this tool, you communicate with your database. Nothing but searching your profiles. Okay. So now you have around 2,500 profiles. One moment. Okay. So your company holds around 2,000, close to around 2,500 resumes in the centralized database, which is open for all the users of your company. Okay. Using the tool, you communicate and search the profile to get the right candidate in the database. The idea here is every resume what you source, okay, whether it goes for a submission or not, whether it qualifies for a submission or not, you have to add it to the centralized database so that you build your database on a day-to-day basis. Any question? Okay. So you have 2,500 profiles in your database. So using this tool, you search your internal database. Okay. Before searching, I would like to show you how to do an internal submission. Then I'll show you how to communicate with the tool, because Kalpesh wants to show you first how to do an internal submission. Then I will show you how to search your internal database first. Then, okay. Archie, you can add a candidate. Do you have any submission to be done for this requirement?
No.
Do you have any candidate?
No, I have done that yesterday.
Oh, you have done that. Okay.
Yeah, if you want, you can just show it the same thing. Like I have done already.
You've already done, right? No problem. I'll show you the functionality. That's not a big deal. Okay.
Okay.
Come back to Conrad, please. Okay. Let me see if you have Conrad here. Okay. Do you have anything to submit here, Archie?
No.
Okay, fine. Let us take an example of Christopher Kinney. Okay. To do the internal submission, what you have to do is you have to add the profile first to the centralized database, then do the submission. To add a candidate from the screen, adding a resume, all that you have to do is just click on Add Candidate. Archie, can you click on Add Candidate here, little above the middle of the page, where you see internal submission, submit, schedule interview. Yeah, below. Yeah, below. That's the tab. Here you have Add Candidate.
No, where?
You have internal submission with details in the same line.
Yeah.
No, that is the tab actually. No, below. Okay, I'll show you. Can I use control?
Yeah.
Okay, here, Add Candidate here. Can you click on that Add Candidate? Okay. You have to use this option to add a resume. Okay, if you have a resume on your desktop, all that you need to do is just give first name, last name, job title, current location, and browse the requirement. Browse the resume. So here you have a key field called requirement. Can you see the requirement here on the bottom of the page? So when you're adding a resume, the resume is not only adding to the database, it is also tagging to this requirement. So that will be very easy for you to pull the resume from your internal database. You have only 2,500 resumes now. Think about a situation where you have 200,000 resumes. So this resume is potential enough for submission. So you can simply apply a filter and pull that resume from the centralized database, and it will be very easy for you to pull that pretty fast, and you can do the submission. Okay. All that you need to do is just browse one resume, Archie, any random resume. We don't add it. Do you have any resume on your desktop? Do you have any resume on your desktop?
Yeah, you just have to add the resume.
Adding a resume can be done from the application and also from the Outlook. I'm showing you the application how to add a resume. Then I'll show you from the Outlook also. Do you have a resume on your desktop?
No, like yeah, we can take it from here, hot list.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the resume we can just add. Yeah, we can add this.
Have you added this resume? Copy
No.
this resume on your desktop, actually. Copy this resume. We're not going to add it. I'm going to show you this, the functionality. Just copy this resume on your desktop. Actually, you already have your resume. Okay, fine.
Oh, we have it already?
Yeah. Yeah, you already have resumes, right? I mean, we can make use of these resumes. That's fine. Okay, fine. Come back to application, please.
Okay.
Come back to the application. Application. Come back to the application. Okay. Browse the resume from your folder. Browse the resume from your folder.
Profile. Here?
No, so once you click on Add Candidate, right, it will give you an option for you to add a resume. Okay. This is a page. Okay. Just browse the resume. Attach from your folder. Okay. So we have Archie here. Okay. Can you open the resume folder?
Yeah, actually it's on shared folder, so.
Okay. Yeah, attach any resume, any random resume you can attach. Anything. I just want to show them the functionality.
Yeah. But I'm not sure. Okay, we can take this one. So want me to open it?
Yeah. Yes, open. Okay.
Yeah,
Just put Gnanesh, put some first name, last name here. Or put Gnanish. Okay, just put last name. Okay, and put the job title, let's say architect, something. You're not adding it, just I'm just showing you. Okay. Yeah. So you have two buttons. Okay, you can fill in this information. I mean other fields. If you think that you have complete information about the candidate immigration status, period, and all stuff, you can fill it. You have two buttons: submit and review and submit. When you hit on submit, the resume is added to the centralized database. Okay, directly. Review and submit is nothing but you get a checkpoint. I mean, wherein you can see the information before you add it to the database. Okay, submit without getting. I mean, you don't get a checkpoint. We advise or we recommend you to use review and submit. Can you hit on review and submit? System would read the entire resume, pick up the most of the information, and is going to attach add the information. So it will read the resume and it will give the information. Can you come really down? Okay, education background and about that. Okay, the moment you save it, the resume is added to the database. Okay, close it. Okay. So you see your resume on the top once you added the resume. Okay, this is one way of adding a resume. Okay. Second would be you can do it if you have a resume as an email attachment. Archie, can you come back to your Outlook, please? Can you come to Outlook? Yeah. Select an email which has a resume. Yeah.
Yeah, we have it anyway, the same resume. Add resume.
Yes. Yes. You hit on add resume.
But I think the recruiter should be formatting the resume for the all.
1 second, actually. This is the one.
So there is an option.
Can you pick another one? It's not in the right format. Yeah, click on add candidate. Okay. The system would pick up the information and is going to copy all the information. Okay. If you think any of the information that is missing, all that you can do is just drag and drop the information here. Okay. Email ID. Yes, you can drag and drop.
Any question?
Okay. US citizen. Phone number. Most of the time it will pick up. If you think of any of the information is not picked up, you just drag and drop it.
All the resumes in the database is open. Everybody has access. In the fact, let's assume that you have a resume, and if you add a candidate into the database, it is just tagged to your name. You have your name and
Okay. You can drag and drop the information whatever you feel, whatever is required. Okay. You can see the complete requirement information. Okay. Along with this experience, everything is copied from the resume. Okay. If you want to add any references, we have an option here to add references. Add new. Okay. The moment you save it, the resume is added to the database. The moment you save it, the resume is added to the database. Okay. You see all the resumes. the resume which is added on the top on Conrad. The latest resume will be on the top. Okay. So once you add the resume, if you want to submit the candidate is nothing but you want to submit the candidate to the salesperson. Just click this. Click on internal submission with details. You have to use this button, internal submission with details, to submit the candidate to sales. Fill in the form. Okay. Always maintain the original resume in the primary database. So this is the resume which is coming from your primary database. If you want to attach a modified resume, if you have a prepped up resume according to the client's requirement, you can make use of this delete option, attach and browse the modified resume, and you can submit the candidate to sales. So we are maintaining primary database differently, and submission database is different. So both are two different databases. So you can always know which resume has been sent to the client or to the salesperson. So you can fill in this form. Okay. And the moment you save it, the submission is done. Emails get notified to the salesperson. Copies also sent to the concerned recruiter. So this is the submission process. Any doubts here? Calculation team? Just fill the record, click on internal submission details, fill the form, save it. That's all you have to do for internal submission. Okay. So once you do the internal submission, you can see the internal submissions getting updated here. The submission to the salesperson. Okay. When the salesperson submits the candidate to the client, the record moves from client's internal submission to client submission. Okay. So all the submissions are tracked in this submissions application. When you hit on the submissions application, you can get to see the complete submissions done from Metasense. It will give you the complete report. And when you go to interview section, you can see all the interviews scheduled for the ongoing requirements. Kalpesh, you have any points to add, or you want to have any reports that can be seen during the discussion? Can be shown.
I think
Hello.
this is Kalpesh. Yeah, it's you covered it. We went to the different stages, so it's a quick recap. It's basically open up the requirement and then add a resume and select that resume and submit it. Internal submission with the details. That will do the
fill the form, save it.
Right.
Submission.
That will do, and then that will trigger the email to the recruiter as well as salesperson.
Yeah, salesperson will be notified. Copies also sent. Copies sent to the recruiter.
Yeah. Archie, you have any question?
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Archie knows this, I think. Archie has done the same thing yesterday.
Rakesh?
Okay.
Kalpesh, this is Rakesh. Hello?
Go ahead. Yeah, do you have any question in the
Kalpesh, do you have any doubt?
Yes. I have small questions. Actually, I don't have my login in Conrip login, username and password. And
don't worry about that. That we can talk about separately. That do you have question what Rajesh just demonstrated to submit a candidate for the requirement in the contract?
For that, I don't have any. I don't have any questions. Apart from that, actually, you raised one question for that already for the same issue. What is the requirement distribution list? When we are distributing the requirement, we have the couple of contacts from our own vendors. Is it possible? Can you please upload the same? What you have raised the request, the same from my end also.
I'll work with you one-to-one on that.
Okay. And one more thing, if I'm not receiving who are providing the assignment requirements, I'm not getting anything. Which requirements I have? Which requirements are there?
So Rakesh, sorry, your voice is cracking. I'm not able to get what exactly you're saying. Can you come back?
It means which requirements was assigned to me. I'm not getting any notifications like that.
I think now I have a bad line. I'm not able to hear.
No problem, Rajesh. Rakesh, you can hear me proper. I'll work with you to straight out that.
Okay, okay.
You have a couple of issues. We can. Important part is Rajesh is demonstrating. That portion is we need to understand.
Yeah, that is
so
fine from my end.
Okay, let me check with the Chad. Chad?
I'm here.
Okay. Did you got the
Hello?
submitting a candidate process, what Rajesh explained?
Yes.
Kalpesh, I'm not able to hear you properly. I don't know where exactly the problem. Probably this is a problem in the line.
Yeah, that's fine. It might be something happening, but I can hear everyone fine. So, Chad, you don't have any issues, right?
Not right now. My biggest concern, I had like 5 or 6 submittals yesterday. I'm just under the gun to get these submissions out the door. I know I'm kind of behind on the documentation side of it in Conrep, and I will try to get that in there just as soon as I can. And if I do run across any questions or anything like that, I'll certainly give you a call.
That's fine. I appreciate it. Okay, so in the list of basically we're looking at the, so Archie don't have any understanding what Rajesh described. Chad is fine, Rakesh is fine. Yogesh, you have any question? All right, I'm going next to the Sapan. Sapan?
Yes.
So did you get at least conceptually, I know you need to get many other information, connecting the dots, but
yeah, I have so many questions. I have many questions, but it's not related to this portal. I mean, it looks fine to me. I mean, I know the concept, how to add the candidates, how to find the resources, add resources and all that stuff. But there are other things, which I need to ask. But for that, I'll give you a call, you or Archie, sometime later today and, work on that.
That's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll probably conclude today's session. We will have next week some additional topics. I'll send the email about it, and we will continue learning this new portal requirement. Rajesh?
Yes, Kalpesh. Kalpesh, next session would be like how to search your internal database. Okay, I'm going to show you this section. So this is a section which will be used searching based on the keywords, how to search internal database, how to find a candidate. Okay, Kalpesh, just check with your team if your team has any resumes that can be uploaded onto the system so that you can have good number of resumes in the database. If they forgot to add it, you can consolidate, you can compile it. If you have good number, like if you have more than 100, 200, or in thousands, let me know. I'll provide you an FTP link. We can have I'll make it, I can add it onto your contact database.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll
going forward,
coordinate that. Sure. We really appreciate your patience and explaining us how to submit the candidate. And I'll be in touch for the next session.
Yeah. Early next week, maybe early next week, we can schedule a quick call and I can show you how to search your internal database and web searching on job sites.
Yeah, it will be probably mostly on a Tuesday we will do it. I'll request the time and I'll send the email to the team.
Sure.
It will be same brief 1 hour or a half-hour session.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you all for joining.
Whoever has the login.
Thank you, Kalpesh, and thank you, Rajesh.
Thank you, guys.
Okay. Bye.
Yeah. Thanks, Kalpesh.
Yeah, I'll call you separate in a minute.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Bye-bye.